Good morning, folks. Beautiful morning here. Got a light breeze. Sun's just coming up out in the east there. We're going to talk about being stuck. A failure to launch is the theme of this video. One that a lot of us deal with on a regular basis. So, have you ever had a goal or a desire, dream, objective you're working towards, but you just feel stuck, right? You you feel like you lack the initiative to get going, right? Or you try to get going, you only take a couple steps forward, but then you take like a leap backwards, right? It's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. And you never really get that launched. You fail to move in the direction of that desire or goal or whatever it might be, big or small. Now, the reason that happens is number one, our limiting beliefs will hold us back, right? It sees this novel environment where we're trying to do something different. And it's essentially what's happening is we're trying to step outside our comfort zone, and our brain says, no, no, no. This could be dangerous. This is different, and I don't like different. This could be a problem. And so it tries to keep you stuck. And it does, because our subconscious mind is behind all of this, and it can be very problematic. So step one for taking this on head on is having an awareness of what's happening in the first place. A lot of us just think we're lazy or we lack discipline, and that's really just scratching the surface. It's not because we're lazy or stupid or we lack discipline. It's because we have these ironclad programs running in our brain, in the subconscious mind, that's incredibly powerful, way more powerful than your conscious mind. And so it prevents us from taking action, moving in the direction of our dreams. And there could be multifaceted limiting beliefs that hold us back. And for everyone, it could be a little bit different, right? We're all unique. We come from unique backgrounds, unique experiences, right? And none of us have had the exact same experience in life from childhood to wherever we're at now. So there could be all sorts of problematic limiting beliefs that are holding us back, and for different reasons. But ultimately what it comes down to is safety, right? Our brain doesn't want us doing something different because it might mean danger, right? So this is the primitive part of the brain we're talking about that has kept us safe and flourishing as a species for thousands, millions of years, right? So that's kind of what's behind it. But how do you get past that? How do you change that? Step one is awareness. You have to be aware of what's going on in order to have any sort of control in changing it. So awareness is huge. And how do we gain more awareness? Well, by having these insightful conversations with the self, by using tools like EFT, meditation, breathing exercises to get in touch with that part of us that stays hidden, trying to flush out these aspects, these limiting beliefs that hold us back. So awareness is huge. And the more you do things like meditation, visualization, EFT, you start to build a greater awareness. So awareness is one of the most important aspects of personal development. All right? Step two is you need to start to get in there and weed out those limiting beliefs. Now, awareness alone could be enough to change some limiting beliefs, believe it or not. Just becoming aware of it and being like, oh my goodness, I've been holding myself back for decades because I don't believe I'm even worthy of this goal or this change that I want to make. Holy heck. Yes, I am worthy. Why did I think that, right? So something like that, people can have epiphanies with instant rewiring of the brain. It's amazing. I've had some of those situations where it's like you recognize it for the first time. The awareness is there, and you're instantly shifting to a different pattern, right? A different choice moving forward. And the awareness alone was able to collapse it, rewire it. But they're not all as easy as that. So awareness is one good technique to start to weed them out and change them, right? Writing it down, journaling it out is another very powerful step. Having the awareness and then starting to pick it apart by journaling it out. There's a special energy that comes with actually physically writing it down in a journal. I always recommend to people when they're doing any sort of journaling to write it out. Use a pen, use a pencil, whatever you want, but writing it out physically, there's a special energy that goes along with that. That's way different than just typing it out. So, having awareness and then journaling it out, just kind of letting your mind flow through the pen, talking about, writing it out, that too can also shift these limiting beliefs, right? But again, deeply seated limiting beliefs that have been there for a long time, these automatic programs are just running that you're not conscious of. Sometimes awareness alone might not be enough to just change it, or journaling. That's when we use tools like tapping, meditation, visualization, right? Having an open dialogue with the self, working on it on a daily basis, right? The hypnosis. There's lots of other ways to continue to work on this, and there will be very problematic limiting beliefs that are going to be hard for you to flush out, or they could be multifaceted. They could be tied to trauma, childhood, and they could be very problematic to flush out, right? So there's all sorts of ways in which you could start to do that, but you need to have some sort of daily routine, daily ritual where you work on these limiting beliefs. Because without bringing awareness to them, without working on them, you're never really going to change. And you could beat yourself up all you want. You could try to strong will yourself through it and power through it, but usually those attempts are futile, right? I mean, it's like trying to dig a whole swimming pool out by hand with a shovel, right? You need the backhoe to get in there and dig that sucker out. And that's because the subconscious mind's running 95, 99% of our day, automatic programs like a computer. And so the conscious mind's very weak compared to the subconscious mind. So just thinking you're going to strong will yourself and motivate yourself through it usually isn't going to work at all. So if you are failing to launch in the direction of your goals and dreams, you need to start working on a greater awareness of self, of the thoughts and beliefs you're holding. What are you consistently thinking throughout the day? You need to be journaling this stuff out, taking note of it, right? Because you can't manage what you don't measure. That's something else to take note of. You cannot manage what you don't measure. And if you think about what I just said there, again, it all has to do with awareness. So bringing awareness to this stuff, being able to manage it, right? Being able to measure it in order to manage it is important for more awareness. And flushing these limiting beliefs out, collapsing them, rewiring them, replacing these old memories, thoughts, beliefs with new ones. And it really becomes a lifelong pursuit. But if you start to do this in a short period of time, you will start to coalesce more of that which you desire. You'll start to manifest more of that which you desire. You start to replace these old limiting beliefs. You start to collapse them. You become more aware of them. You start stepping into more of that authentic self that's powerful, that's a creator of greatness. And one thing I always tell people is you should have mental hygiene, right? mental hygiene is so important. And what do I mean by that? Well, think about physical hygiene, right? We take showers every day, or at least some of us do. We brush our teeth, right? We try to eat clean foods, have a healthy diet, maybe exercise, right? We have all these physical hygienes. We stay clean, right? Mental hygiene is just as important, if not more important. So what are you doing on a daily basis for your mental hygiene? Are you bringing greater awareness to the things that are holding you back? Are you bringing greater awareness to these negative thought processes you have every day? And what are they? Are you becoming more aware of them? Are you writing them down? Are you journaling it out? Are you coming up with goals, dreams, and desires and moving in the direction of those dreams and desires? Are you using mental technology to rewire your brain? Are you using things like tapping, visualization, meditation? Are you using these things, your mental hygiene techniques, every day to create more of that which you desire? So hopefully I stirred up some interest in you, if you're still watching this, to start to take on mental hygiene techniques. I talk about a lot of this stuff in my videos. We do a lot of tapping videos because it's so powerful for reframing the mind, for rewiring old limiting beliefs. It's like a bird or something in a tree right here. I thought something was coming out the woods at me. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know how your journey's going, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.